Hi guys, and welcome back to my channel. My name is Johanna, and for those of you who are new here, welcome. And for those of you who are returning, welcome back. In this video, I'll be doing a Nichi Saturday setup, and if that is something that you are interested in, please consider subscribing to my channel, hitting the like button and the notification bell, as well as commenting below, as all of that does help the growth of my channel. Okay, as I do in this beginning part of the video, I will be doing some shout outs from last week's video, and then I will put in the description box as well as the pinned comment when the actual planning of this video begins. And so let me just move all this to the side. Okay, so this is the week in question. It's the week that we're ending up. It actually is currently Thursday evening, the 13th. I will be in the office tomorrow, and then the weekend I already have some ideas of what I'd like to be working on. And if I didn't mention it, I think I might have, but it was August 10th through the 16th of when this spread was covered. And I want to say hello to Azulita Giggles, and she had called this Sugar Plums Adventures in Candyland. And sweetie, thank you so much for the encouragement and kindness in your comment. I really enjoyed it. Hey Kathleen, hey TJ, my coffee and chocolate milk crew. Wawana and Waki says hello. And Kathleen had called this a tornado touchdown on the set of the Nutcracker today. News at 6. And I thought that was quite clever, to be honest. Amanda R. called this 12 Days of Chaos. Hi, Crafty Barbie 86. How you doing? And she had called this Bucky's Nutcracker Adventures. Susan T. had called this Becky's Chaotic Summer Hookup. You go, girl. D called this, and that's D of budgeting D, called this 12 Days of Disaster. Riley L called this What I Think of the Nutcracker Ballet, Bits and Pieces, What a Mess. I really enjoyed that. Hi, Luann. Hopefully you're feeling a little less tired. I know that you were feeling tired when you wrote the last one. But Luann had called this the fugly sweater I wouldn't be caught dead in except at the ballet. Because it's dark there and no one can see you anyway. Hi, Luana. Thank you for being part of the Saturday morning crew. I really appreciate that. Wanda the Fam called this the Nutcracker's Wish List. Aaron S. called this Becky's Ugly Christmas Chaos. Colleen from New Jersey called this Exploding Holiday Crackers by Becky. And that's Becky right there, if you didn't know. Kimberly called this Panic at the Ballet. And if you're familiar with the group Panic at the Disco, after the word panic, you have to insert an exclamation point. And so I don't know if you did automatically, but you need to now. So Panic at the Ballet. Beth B called this the 12 Days of Becky and the Nutcracker's Ugly Sweater Ballet. I like that, the 12 Days of Becky. I want the 12 Days of Johanna. What am I talking about? Christy of Christy's Plans had 2 suggestions. All I Want for Christmas is all the stickers, or Nuts, Cracker, Sweet. And nuts as in crazy. And I want to thank you guys all for leaving those lovely comments again. I really enjoy doing Nichi Saturday, and I also enjoy as I'm reading them throughout the week and giving a little heart, and then on Thursdays right before or whenever I start to film, I like writing it down because it makes me smile. All right, guess what time it is, guys? It is Nichi Saturday, where every Saturday I join Jazmin and Miranda here on YouTube, where we work in our skinny classic, Happynichi, Happynichi, all the nichis. For this week, we'll be working on the 17th through the whatever Sunday is. We'll figure that out as we're mapping that out. I actually do have an idea, so let me take these out because it does make it easier to work. And I'll put this away. And what I have assembled is some daily scripts by Christy Marie Designs. I did do a haul on this. I will link that video below if you're interested in taking a look. And this is the one on the white backing, because she also did send me one that's transparent, but I thought this one might be better. I've taken out the happy memory keeping dates and holidays because of the numbers, and the 3 sticker books that I'm going to attempt to use in this is Squad Life. This was sent to me by my friend Tara of Tara Gay Nicole. She actually restarted up her channel here, so I'll link her channel below. The seasonal sticker book that I either got from Walmart or Amazon, either one of those. And then Dream Seeker, which I'm pretty sure was sent to me by my friend Val, and she also has a channel here, Life with Valerie, and I'll link her channel below as well. What we're going to be working on is this right here. Now, I have an Etsy shop that has been on perpetual vacation mode, and it will continue to do so. I only mention that because I have these sticker sheets that are actually labels that I would use for my orders. And so I'm going to use this today for today's Nichi Saturday video because I do have an idea. Now, this will be the 3rd week that we are pursuing the whole ugly sweater concept. And so I'm hoping what I'm envisioning will actually work. But what I did want to do is mark out some guidelines. And we're only going to use half of these. I'm hoping you can see that. I'm sorry if there's any kind of background noise from outside. Right on the other side of my shelving unit is a window, and outside of that is the yard. And I'm not sure who's making all the ruckus, but someone's making all the ruckus. And let's see how far we want this to go. I think right there. So what I'm doing is just trying to make an area to decorate. And so I'm going to get into this one first because there are these holiday stickers. And again, we're going to attempt a Christmas ugly sweater. I have not been, well, okay, I've liked what I've done and I've enjoyed going into it, but it really has not given me the ugly sweater vibes that I've been wanting. So I'm hoping that this will help with that, because it's been over the top and highly decorated. It just hasn't been over the top and highly decorated enough. And I actually want to extend closer there. So I'm just gonna cut some of these. And just like we did in previous weeks, we are gonna be doing some layering on top of this. And let me put that there. So there's that one. We're gonna do some other things. I don't know if you guys have an idea of what I'm doing yet, but in my head, if I can actually pull this off, it just seems really clever to me. And that's really where the sticking point is if I can actually pull this off. That's sometimes a hit or miss around here. Okay, and this one here. And we'll put this to the side. So we're building up the first layer. I don't know if this has any washi type strips. So we're gonna cut this one and we're gonna make our own washi, sort of. I mean, it's quite small because I want to fill all this space up as much as I can. Okay, and I'm going to put this one down here since it was already on the finger. And I actually want to bring some more red in. And I'm going to cut that. do Happy Holidays in somewhat of a readable kind of way. I don't know why I'm making a fuss now. Okay, so let's see what's in here. I'm going to add some of these. Now it's a bit transparent, and we kind of ran into that last week where it's not a white sticker backing, so you can see whatever's underneath. So I just want to be a little strategic with this. And some of these have, like this one has silver foiling, and I like that. And we're actually going to be doing quite a bit of layering with some foiling afterwards. And like this, it sort of recedes, and that's fine. I don't really want what it says. What I want is that little blue foiling right there, because I actually think that's really pretty. Okay, there's that. I do need some more foiling over here. So there's that. And there's that. Now, I mentioned in last week's video, some of these stickers I probably wouldn't use. Now, baked cookies I would. During the holidays, we definitely bake cookies. I usually start a couple weeks before Thanksgiving, and then I bake pretty much every weekend thereafter until the week before Christmas. And that's just how my family has done it. Because we do small batches, and we really like cookies. So yeah, so that one I might use, but then this isn't the only sticker book that I have, so I'm pretty sure that's someplace else. But I wouldn't put something like that, like watch a holiday movie. I love holiday movies. I wouldn't put that in my planner as a to-do thing, because a lot of these feel like a currently page where, you know, it wants to tell you your business or things like that, and I'm not a fan. So yeah, that's why I'm okay using these things, just because I probably wouldn't use them unless I'm doing something like this where I'm just trying to fill up some space. I really like this kind of aqua blue foil action. I think that's really pretty. I'm just going to put these around just because I want the sparkle and for no other reason than that. And I think we're nearly there with this one, at least, because we actually haven't done any planning yet. I think that's nicely layered. So we'll keep this on reserve, but I'm just going to put it to the side. And then what I'm going to be using the Dream Seeker for is actually only one page, and it's this one. For me, when I think of ugly sweaters, I think of them as highly decorated. They have a whole bunch of tinsel and things on them. And so, oh, that's a little subtle. I don't know how that's coming off on camera. Depending on how I move the paper, I can definitely see a sparkle. But the glare for you guys might be intense. I don't know. I'm just going to layer some of this on, again, before I got distracted, to give some of that sparkle that you would see in a DIY ugly Christmas sweater. Okay, and you're probably like, what are you doing with your life? Well, I mean, you might be thinking that anyway, just on any given day. But you, especially with today, you might be thinking, I don't see it, Johanna. I don't see it. Okay. So I'm going to turn this around, and this is where our line is. And here, and going down that way. Because what we're going to attempt is an actual sweater. Now, I don't know how this is going to turn out once I cut it. I really don't. But if I can do this so they'll be exactly the same. Make sure it's facing up the correct way. Now I'm going to have to actually bust out one of my better scissors just because it's cutting through all of those stickers. And I want it to be a little bigger than what I initially drew out. I'm going to cut that. And I have tons of these, so it's, you know, you might be worried that I'm wasting my product, but yeah. Okay, and then get this lined up. Kind of go up like that. And then make the sleeve a little less wide. What would be the proper way to say that? Huh. Okay. I'm actually going to cut this bottom off as well. All right, so let me clean all of this up and I'll bring you guys back. Okay, so there are our ugly sweaters. And all right, the reason why I had measured it the way that I did early on is because I wanted to make sure that it fit between the umbrellas. So I'll need to scale it down just a little, because while I'm not too lazy to put down a bunch of stickers on the page, I am definitely too lazy to have to repunch holes. And I think that fits just like that. Now I'm not going to be concerned with this. I'm not going to white it out or anything. I mean, we're just going to leave it. And I don't know if I should put them, no, I think I'm gonna keep the days of the week at the top there. All right, so I was gonna glue it down, but the whole reason, oh, I know you guys are yelling at me. The whole reason I chose sticker paper is so I could just stick it down. Glad you guys were yelling at me and reminded me, because I was gonna actually use some double stick tape on the sticker. Yeah, I know. All right. And we'll put this one down there as well. And then, like I like to do, I'm going to outline this. And I'm going to do it in black. I was thinking about pulling out a Sharpie. It wouldn't be so much of a problem on this page, but it certainly would be a problem on this page because Sharpies are not meant for planner pages and it'll bleed through. Actually, I'm not 100% sure if this will bleed through or not, but what I want to do is just outline this so that it pops. Because even though there's a lot of color going on, it still somewhat recedes on the page. And so by outlining it, it helps kind of define it a little more. Yeah, I think that works. Let's see. Yeah, I don't see any bleed through. The tester will be actually on this one since there is nothing on the back of this. And down this way. Now, fortunately, I generally tend to lean towards Happy Planner paper versus planner paper, and this is actually a little thicker than planner paper. So even the Skinny Classic planner pages that I have, this one is thicker than that. And yeah, so because I write hard, there's definitely an indentation, but there is no ghosting and there's no bleeding. So next week will be good to go by way of use. Okay, so I'm kind of sad about that, but yeah, you can't use everything. And then for these, I'm actually going to put, because I was thinking about cutting them in half, but there's a lot more space than I thought I'd have. And so I'm going to put some of these down. Again, these are script stickers by ChristyMarieDesigns.com. And let me just give you for reference what I have been using, because these are quite large. Now, if you are in a classic or a big, then this will be perfect. If you were working out of a Skinny Classic or a mini like me, then you might need to cut and abbreviate the letter, because this is from Lux Clever Crafts and this is from Christy Marie Designs. And so you can see there is quite a bit of a different size issue. Now for me, a sticker is a sticker and I'll use it. But again, depending on what space you're working in, you might need to cut it down in order to make it fit. So let me go ahead and put down the days and the dates. And when I'm done with that, I'll bring you guys back. Okay, so I put the stickers down and I actually really like how these look. I think the font is fun. And I pulled out these. Now you guys know I generally stick to the black numbers in the beginning, either those or the really small ones, but I thought this would be a fun element to bring in. There is a little bit of a shimmer around as an outline, and I don't know, I think it's pretty. And so we've got the functional, we've got the ugly sweater thing. Again, it is not popping as much as I would like it, but let's see if we can bring some more of that in. And we still have some of these, so maybe we can be strategic, because you can't write on these, they're slick. Well, maybe you could with like a Sharpie, but yeah, I'm not. So if we use this, I'd need to make sure that I was very strategic with it. But the Squad Life, just like Squad Goals, is themed for the seasons. And so there should be something in here for Christmas. Although not in colors that I'm a huge fan of. I like the sticker book, but I actually wanted something more vibrant. And no, I didn't actually look before I started filming. Okay, well, that's gonna be a no-go. So let's see about if we can maybe bring some pops of color to the days, because what my concern is, and yeah, I always have concerns, I don't know, I'll always voice them, but my concern is that if I put a lot of decorations at the top here, it's going to take away even more from the bottom here. And again, at least to my way of thinking, it isn't ugly sweater enough. So I'm not taking away any writing space by just adding some sparkle to the days. But it does bring a little bit of sparkle. Maybe we'll go back into that seasonal one. And see if we can find some accents. I mean, because to be honest, I think it actually looks pretty good, but it's certainly not as over the top as the last few weeks. I mean, I don't know if that should be our metric, but yeah. Okay, and cut that off, and cut this off. And I don't want to just have this floating around, so I'm going to just add some more there. And add some more there, and I still have usable space, so that's fine. All right, so I just stuck little pieces on the days, and I've used the sheet. Okay, let's go back into this one, see if there's some final things that we can add. I kind of like these. Let's put a few down and see how that looks. Okay, so does the space go down like that, or does it go across like that? No, I don't like it. Because I mean, it's my planner, but it confuses me on which way I should write. Because the way I'm seeing it is it goes across this way. Yeah. It's a hard one, because again, I had an idea, I don't know if I'm accomplishing as nicely as I'd like to. Let's add this. Very merry. You know what? Nope, we're gonna leave it. We're gonna leave it because we're gonna just focus on that. So let me put this down in a space. Let me put these back on the discs and I'll bring you guys back. All right, guys, so this is the spread for August Monday the 17th through Sunday the 23rd. Now, once I put pen to paper, it might bring some more in. Again, right now, I think it really does focus on these. And even if this is not as bright as I'd like it to be, and honestly, I don't know if I can accomplish what I want in such a small space, but it definitely is more of a sweater theme. I think these were just really over the top layered, but you didn't really get a sense of the ugly sweater. You just might have gotten the sense of the ugly. Not gonna lie. And I was going for that, so it's not, even hurting my feelings. That I mean, it's gaudy. It's not even ugly. I don't think so. I mean, I think the stickers are cute. I think they're pretty, but it definitely is gaudy, especially since I've been really trying to bring in the shiny element. I don't know that you get the same gaudiness. I don't even know if you pull a lot of holiday. I mean, if you're really focused on things, you can see Santa and Snowman, the reds and the greens, coinciding with the blues. I mean, it was all from the same sticker book, so it definitely should match. Again, I don't know if it's really giving more of a Christmas theme vibe, because I really want to lean into the ugly sweater vibe. So I don't know that I've accomplished that this week. It's a bit sad. I don't know that I've accomplished it any of the weeks, although I've had fun trying. I think for the way that the layout is this week and the amount of space that I had, the size of the sticker for the days fits fine. If I did have only a little bit of space like last week, because I was really more focused on the decorations on the page, I definitely would have just cut them down so that only the first 3 letters would show, and then that would just be fine. It wouldn't take up too much space, but you definitely would know what the days of the week are. I think if you are redating in your classic or your big, that would work fine. Depending on the layout that you have in a mini, if you're doing horizontal, that should work fine as well. And then the numbers, I don't generally do stickers with designs on it because I usually like the rest of the design to stand out more, but I thought this was just a nice enough touch on the top there, and then layered with a little bit of sparkly. I don't know. I like it. No, let me walk that back. I really like it. I don't know if it's conveying the theme that I really want to convey this week. Yeah. Oh, well, we have one more week, guys. We have one more week to kind of pull off the vision I have that I have no actual vision on. I know what I want. I just don't know how to accomplish it. So, yeah. Anyway, Bucky's here. He's always here. He never leaves his little perch unless he shows up in one of my videos. But from Bucky and I want to thank you guys for following me on this journey, or following us. It's not just me, it's an us thing. And just always being so encouraging and so supportive. I hope you are having a wonderful day. And as always, aloha.